Well, it is officially showtime here at the Roseburg Indoor, night number 1 of actual racing for the 2022 Winter Showdown. Welcome back to today's video. Excited for this weekend. It's kind of been one that I've been looking forward to for a while since our winter outlaw kart season got started a couple of months ago. I think it's worth noting here at the beginning of the weekend, this is a race that we've already won 2 times in the open division, and as well as many other wins here at the Roseburg Indoor. Technically, it's the closest track to my house that runs during the winter time. So we're looking forward to kind of getting started this weekend. I'm here in the grandstands on entry to turn 1. To give you guys a little rundown before we really jump into it, we're going to be starting the night out with hot laps, and then we're going to be right into single car qualifying. Because this race has gotten really big this year, some extra money on the line, there is a ton of karts in the pit area. I think in total between all the classes they have at least 115, and some are still coming in. So for opens they're expecting at least 40. We'll kind of try to give you guys a final number as we get closer to the pit meeting in about an hour, but we're going to start off with single car qualifying, and that is going to set us up for the rest of the night. So we're going to jump into it, and then we'll talk about the format as we continue to roll through the show. But we are going to have a full night of racing, and we're going to be chasing a win here on our preliminary night of the Winter Showdown. Well, quick update, Roseburg, as I talked about, had a record-breaking car count. They just released the final list, which was 47 total opens. I believe we're going to go out around 30th for single car qualifying. We just hot lap, track's pretty greasy, so that's an update on that. Otherwise, we're going to strap back in here in a second, going to make no changes, and try to lay down the best lap possible, and then that will set us up for one heat race, which will be straight up off qualifying, and then the second heat race, which is completely inverted. So we started in the daytime, we just wrapped up single car qualifying, and it is already starting to get dark here in Roseburg, Oregon. We ended up 3rd quick out of 47 total cars. So obviously we unloaded with speed, not just myself, but our whole trailer. Preston Carr in the 46 you see behind me, he was quick time, and Landon was second, my teammate. So like I said, all of our cars out of our trailer are really, really fast, and we're probably gonna be competing against each other for most of the weekend. I think I was an 8-1. I honestly felt like I could have gained a 10th or 2. My laps almost felt sloppy, but I was able to still hit my right line and, you know, just be able to get the wheel spin and get the car rotated to lay down some good laps. So that's going to set us up for this first heat race. We start on the pole, we have to win. That's what I'm focused on next. Then we'll get kind of on with the rest of the night, but we got to go try to lead all these 8 laps and get a good jump on the start.
Rogers in the 8-0. 8 cars, 8 laps, all Oregon front row. Tanner, Holmes, and Kyle Woodcock. Initial green, just as I say that, yellow light.
Well, I said before I got in that we needed to get out front and go. First start got called back. They said the outside car jumped, which that was Kyle Woodcock, buddy of mine. He really nailed it. You know, I wouldn't be able to know if he jumped, you know, from my vantage point until after and really watching the video. But, you know, the outside, that's almost a little bit preferred, especially with these CR500s, which is what I have on now. And it's a little bit harder to start the race. That car you've been seeing me run, Roseburg, the last 3 races where we won, that's a 4-stroke. and the 4-stroke, it's much easier to start the race because you just have so much drive and you can do a lot of different things to throw others off. Where with this package where we run it RBO, it's a little bit tougher. You absolutely have to nail it. But once I got out front, I felt like I pulled away and just tried to, mainly change up what I was doing in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, it's kind of right through the middle, just right above the crease on the banking. But 1 and 2, because there is almost like a hill on entry you have to go over that I've talked about. Tried to enter above it a little bit, enter below it, try to carry momentum through the corner and slide up, or try to stick it right through the middle and, just see what kind of laps we could put down. So overall, first to first, now it's going to be much tougher in this next heat race, is we're going to be rolling off from last, which I'm pretty sure is the 4th row outside. Well, dang it, man. Not gonna lie, pretty little frustrated at myself there. 8th to 2nd in our heat race. Obviously, that was dang near perfect, but I could have won that heat. I just made one little mistake on the last lap. A little bit of a slow start. Just such a hornet's nest right now with the inverted heat races, because the guys that qualified in the back of the pack are then on the front row, which is fine. Made some solid moves. Kind of didn't get going for 3 laps. Finally got a restart and restarted in 5th with 2 laps to go. Stuck the bottom, which is actually where I felt like my car was really, really good. Definitely going to consider running down there more later in the night and using that if I have to pass cars. But yeah, I got a good run. Coming to the white, I was running 3rd. I ran the top leader, the top 2 got together, slid up the track. I crossed, was leading into 3, and I slid myself. I should have just stuck the bottom though. If I would have stuck the bottom, I win that heat race for sure. And I just made a mistake. I just didn't make the right call. It was either A or B, and I picked choice B, I guess you could say, and I needed to pick choice A. So just part of being a racer, 1 to 2, or a 1 and a 2. We're going to be starting in the top 6 of tonight's preliminary A main event, but if I would have won that, I think that would have secured us a front row spot. So we'll have to see where we end up. Car's really fast, make some adjustments, and just wait for later in the night to run our A main. So I'm checking my phone right now. It is 11:57, almost midnight. It's cold. It's literally 32 degrees Fahrenheit here in Roseburg. So the perfect storm, I guess you could say, for our preliminary A main event, which is about to roll. We're gonna strap in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's been a late night. I mentioned record-breaking car counts. I love to see this place succeed, and just unfortunately because of that, the show is going much longer. The shot you saw of the racetrack, that was before any of the mains started, so that was probably at least about an hour and a half ago. So since then, it's only gotten harder and harder, and it's actually gonna get abrasive, and I believe the times are gonna start getting faster and faster. So with our heat race performance, we're gonna be starting 5th, 3rd row inside. It would have been crucial to win that second heat. That would have helped us, probably put us on the front row, like I said earlier, but put that behind us. Cars are gonna be good. We made adjustments, and now all we can do is really try to, oh, we have Carly. Carly, where are you rolling off from?
13.
Carly got through the B. So like I said, it's cold. We're gonna strap in, we're gonna get after it, and try to close out the opening night of action here for the Winter Showdown, and try to put ourselves in the best spot for tomorrow. Well, it's really late. Quick shot after the A-main event, and then I think we're gonna go look and see what they're doing to the track. But started 5th and ran 2nd on an abrasive, I guess you could use the term rubber, or getting their surface, which is usually very difficult to pass. So for us to be able to make some moves still and kind of move around a little, and even at one point almost catch lap traffic and make stuff happen, really happy about. And now even better, we're in a great spot for tomorrow, which is when, you know, all the money's on the line. So my teammate Landon won from the pole. We were able to go 5-2. Like I said, did what we could. Once we got behind Landon, we were both very similar in speed, so it was really hard to make anything happen, of course, because we're both on the exact same stuff trying to do it. So anyway, we're gonna go check out the racetrack load up. It's almost 1 in the morning, and we got an early morning coming up tomorrow, so we gotta be at the track at 9. Well, after tonight's events, they are already starting to work on the surface. You can see they tilled it up a little bit. They're trying to throw some water on and just try to get some grip back. You know, obviously it was hard on tires, you know, started to get fast, and you couldn't even actually really run up on the banking. It almost seemed like that part didn't develop rubber. It was like a lane below, like right in between the bottom and the middle, like a second lane. And I felt like I found that pretty quick and was able to use that to get to second because guys weren't really running there. And if you're able to hit it, you just had so much speed off the corner. So if they started to spin the tires, I can make a move to the inside and try to use that lane to my advantage. And now they're finishing up the prep by kind of rolling it in. I'm sure they're gonna continue to work it for the next couple of hours. Brian Hubert here, who you guys have heard me talk about a couple times. Brian, you ran 4th. What did the track seem like from your point of view?
You know, it felt great. You know, I think I just needed a little more tire, maybe a little more horsepower. You just can't keep up with the factory cars.
Yeah.
Big thumpers. I got a pile.
Yeah.
But
so what, that'll be, you'll be in heat 4 tomorrow?
start pole heat 4.
Pole of heat 4, I'll be pole of heat 2, Landon will be pole of heat 1. As always, can't say enough about how good our stuff was. I feel like if we kind of can keep improving, you know, we're both gonna be on the front row tomorrow. We both have a solid shot at winning and an orange car being in victory lane to end the 2022 Winter Showdown. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you all in the morning. It's currently 2 in the morning right now, and I think Hot Laps is at 10:30 tomorrow. So gotta get some sleep and we'll be back at it. See you guys all in the next one. Deuces.